good afternoon. I'm Stephanie and I'm here to take you through learning personal leadership. You've all heard what he said. Everyone is a leader. But wait a minute. If you're a leader, aren't you supposed to have followers? Well, that is the traditional leadership definition. In 2011, James Scouller introduced 3 levels of leadership, and these are public leadership, private leadership, and finally, your personal leadership, which is what we are going to talk about. So the leadership model looks like this. It's 3 concentric circles. Right there in the middle is your personal leadership, followed by private leadership, and then finally outside it, what covers it is your public leadership. Now, what essentially this is saying is that the core affects everything that happens on the outside. And that is in contrast to having a pyramid model. So what this model is essentially saying is if something happens on the core, it extends out to all your other aspects in life, all the other leadership aspects in your life. So what we're going to talk about in this session is your personal leadership, which is right there in the middle, and what is believed to be the most powerful, important, and what is the most moving in terms of these 3 leadership skills. So there are 3 aspects to this leadership skill. The first one is to develop your technical know-how and skill. The second one is to cultivate how you relate with others, and the third one is working on your psychological self-mastery. You need to master yourself. That's why it's personal leadership. So James Scouller, who designed this model, likened it to a pebble being dropped into water. So when you drop pebble into water, you'll observe ripples. So the pebble represents your personal leadership, and the ripples, which are the effect of the pebble dropping into the water, represent your private and your public leadership. What it implies is that if the pebble is of good character, then the ripples will become good. If the pebble is of bad character, then you'll probably be in trouble because your private and public leadership is not going to be that well. So, how do you learn to have this good pebble? Okay, I've mentioned earlier that there are 3 aspects to personal leadership. So let's go through that one by one. So the first one is developing your technical know-how and skills. Learning is now a game that you play every day. You have to continuously learn. There are new things to learn every day. So if you want to survive in this ever-changing world, don't ever quit on learning. But what do you need to learn? Firstly, you just don't learn about academic stuff anymore. You need to learn how to communicate with others. You need to learn how to peacefully disagree. You need to learn how to communicate your ideas across. And these are what you call soft skills. You need to learn them. Because if you don't, it would be difficult to communicate your wonderful ideas, wouldn't it? Now the second one in this level is about developing or cultivating the right attitude towards other people. A good leader respects everyone. He knows how to peacefully coexist with others. And he does this not because he wants to, but because deep inside he truly believes that as a leader, you need to respect the rights of everyone, and you need to accord everyone their due respect. Everyone has dignity, and that is something as a leader you should recognize. Finally, the third one. The third one is mastering your psychological self-mastery, or working on your psychological self-mastery. So what does that mean? Remember the pebble and the ripple effect? So if you throw in a good pebble in the water, then the ripples will be good. So basically, how do you become a better version of yourself? How do you become a better man? How do you become a better woman? How do you become better. That is what number 3 is really talking about. That's pretty tough. Probably. I agree. Because you're only human. So sometimes you become angry. You become sad and not so confident. And you become irrational. That's really being human. But what this proposes is you have to be able to master those emotions. Be more confident of yourself. Be a little bit more patient. And that will help you master yourself. And you don't react based on impulse, but you react on what you think and what you believe is right. That's what personal leadership is all about. I hope you become a better person because, frankly speaking, we're all made for greatness. And you are made to be great. A great leader, not just of yourself and hopefully others as well, and make changes to this world. Thank you.